I built the set for Karn's house. To me, that was one of the most sort of pleasurable things to do, because I knew that the character I was going to be in this house. He does live on the outskirts of society, he lives in the forest. So whereas the village is kind of square and all the houses are very square and angular and all that sort of thing, his house is completely organic and seems to grow out of the ground.
One of our crew members' mothers had a neighbour who had cut down a tree and said, "Do you want it?" Chris went off with Morris in our van and came back with this amazing twisted willow. And we sort of managed to sort of interlink it so that it kind of held itself together in this wonderful way, and then took other willow and sort of created the roof and the sides and a sort of fake, almost paper mache sort of wall of sort of rock and mud.
I'm just building up the walls. In order to do so, I'm creating a papier-mâché effect of the walls at this point, using tissue paper and PVA glue. Then we're going to start treating to create the colours. We're going to paint to create the effect of an old, lived-in house cabin.
Gathering together all of the elements of Karn's travels, his personality being shown through that was interesting. Each of the items in there needed to tell a story in its own way, and each of the areas within Karn's house needed to explain something. The areas of shells, the areas of bones, the books. It needed to be an area where he studied, where he thought, where he looked at the small chess pieces that we put together that were a bit like runestones.
Karn's house was exactly as I imagined it. When you read the script, it sort of runs safe haven, and it really did feel like that. It was a little hideaway, and I would sort of go in there to read my script and just get some peace and quiet.
Being in costume with Ren, doing one of the first scenes of the show in this house that we for a few months had been able to go in and sit in and walk around, and that was quite magical.